this short little tutorial is to help you with our Science of Psychology assignment that you have due this week. And what you're going to be doing here is, once again, you get to be a little creative, but you get to pretend that you are a psychologist or a clinician that is doing some research, and I'm going to give you 3 options to do this research. We've just finished covering kind of methodologies and how we work through the process going from when we come up with hypothesis and research. And so you're going to get to conduct that and play with that a little bit to see if you can see what it feels like to do your own clinical research. So what you're going to do is you are going to choose option A, B, or C. So option A is you can conduct a survey. So this can be on any of your families or friends. And if you're the type of person that likes to ask questions and you're curious about others, this probably would be the best way for you to do your clinical research. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab 5 people, either friends, family, and record the results. When you're doing this, you want details, accurate, writing down exactly what they said. And so with this, you're going to be asking the following questions to these 5 people. You're going to say, do you dream each night? You're going to record each of their answers. Do you remember them or pieces of the dream when you wake up? Do you ever have nightmares? Do you ever jerk awake during sleep? For example, you feel like you're falling. So you're going to ask 5 different people these questions. You're going to conduct this survey. So that's for option A. For option B, if you're not so much the person that likes to approach people, you can do the naturalistic observation. And with this, you're going to watch and observe. So I want you to choose one of your family members and record their actions without them knowing. You can't tell them. If you tell someone that I'm going to watch you, they'll immediately change their behaviors. An example of this as a nurse, when I would go to take someone's vital signs, and I would want to take their respiratory rate. If I said, oh, hold on, I'm going to take your respiratory rate and watch your breathing, immediately they don't breathe naturally like they do. All of a sudden they're conscious of it and they change it. So I want you guys, when you're doing your naturalistic observation, don't say a word, don't tell anyone what you're doing, just go in there and observe. And observe them for 10 minutes, get their facial expressions, their actions. Do not let them know, and record what you're doing, okay? And so just see, what exactly takes place in that 10 minutes. It might be interesting. You might discover some things. So record every piece of it because you are going to be turning that in. So that is the naturalistic observation, option B. Or, if you prefer, you can do an interview. This is option C. So if you like to ask questions one-on-one instead of like the survey type in option A, so you might want to go ahead and do the interview method. And for this, you're going to speak with 5 individuals, record your findings, and report your results. You're going to ask how important they think sleep is and how they sleep each night, and find out if they have any issues. So it's more of a casual interview, and they don't have set questions like in option A. Option A, you have to ask the exact same question and the exact same wording to 5 different people. Option C is more kind of like a dialogue. So I want you guys to conduct research using option A, B, or C, using those parameters, and then I want you to show the scientific method. So I want you to bring together results and show the scientific method and show me exactly what took place during your research. So summarize it, pull together everything that you've collected, and give me a summary. So that is what you're going to be turning in. Remember, as you're working through, you can go back here to look. If you're like, oh gosh, I can't remember what naturalistic observation looks like, you've got it here. You can go ahead and also refer here to the scientific method. So with each of these, go ahead and come up with a problem that you're going after, gather the information, that's where you're going to be using option A, B, or C, then formulate a hypothesis. Kind of test that hypothesis yourself, maybe going back and asking a question or seeing if it's what you think it is. Record and analyze the data and state your conclusion. And if you need to, repeat the work. You don't have to do step 7, but state a conclusion. Really try to put this together, and this is worth quite a bit of points. So I really want to see that you guys not only go through the process of collecting your data, but stating the problem, gathering the information, forming a hypothesis, testing the hypothesis, and then recording and analyzing your data, and then coming up with a conclusion. So that is the scientific method, and definitely refer back here if you need it as you work forward and do your research. When you've finished your research, I want you to go ahead and upload it here to the Dropbox by September 3rd. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns on this assignment.